So very good afternoon, guys. Yesterday we discussed one very important formula. Sn is equal to u plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. And we also discussed in previous days s is equal to ut plus of at square. Now we got an idea when to use these two formulas. This formula will be used to find the total distance in a total time. This formula will be used to find the distance traveled in a particular time, particular interval of time. Either the distance traveled in the first second, second second, third second, like that. Yesterday, we solved one problem also based on this, right? Something like 9 by 25, some problem we solved. Today also we solved two more problems, and tomorrow we'll go with one more theoretical concept. Okay? Note down one simple problem. A body is moving with uniform acceleration. A body is moving with uniform acceleration and travels a distance and travels a distance Sn is equal to 0.4n plus 9.8. Travels a distance Sn is equal to 0.4n plus 9.8 in the nth second. In the nth second. Find its initial velocity. Nth second, full stop. Find its initial velocity. So this was the problem. So he is given the distance traveled in the nth second is like this. Now he is asking us to find the initial velocity. As we know, the standard formula for the distance traveled in the nth second, u plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. U plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. By using this, we need to find the value of u. By using this, we need to find the value of u. Try for a while, just 3 seconds or 4 seconds, you just try it. Later we'll solve. Because if I keep on solving each and every problem, you will not get an idea. So you just take 1-2 minutes like this and you try for it. Otherwise, definitely we'll solve it. Okay. So what you need to do is, you try to convert this formula, you try to convert our standard formula in this form. You try to convert the standard formula in this form. How we are going to convert it? U plus, I am expanding, a by 2 into 2n, 2 and 2 get cancels, an minus a by 2. Okay, I want this formula in this format. For that, with your permission, I will rewrite this formula as like this. We can write it. So now I am converted our standard formula in this format. Now you compare these two equations. You compare these two. Here Sn, here Sn. Here instead of a, what we have? 0.4 we have. Instead of u minus a by 2, we have 9.8. So if you compare equation 1 and 2, if you compare the equations 1 and 2, then I will write a is equal to 0.4. A is equal to 0.4, where a stands with acceleration, meter per second square. Now again, if I compare the second term, u minus a by 2 is equal to 9.8. U minus a by 2 is equal to 9.8. Already we got the value of a as 0.4. Now you substitute the value of a like this. U minus 0.4 by 2 is equal to 9.8. 0.4 by 2 is equal to 0.2. Now if minus 0.2 goes that side, it will be plus 0.2. Therefore, u is equal to 10 meters per second. Okay. Next. Note on the next step problem. So generally what I will do is, instead of solving the problem, I will solve the derivations, so that you can make use of the derivation for the similar problems also. Okay. No doubt. A body starts from rest. A body starts from rest and accelerates at the rate alpha, alpha, beta, gamma, like this, alpha, at the rate alpha for certain time, and then it deaccelerates, at the rate beta, and then it deaccelerates at the rate beta, at the rate beta, full stop. If the total time of travel is t, then total time of travel is t, then so that means then what to find, we'll discuss. That means in the problem he will give only alpha value, beta value, t value ashte. Then he will ask us to find different things. So we are going to find those different things in terms of only alpha, beta and t ashte. Okay. Now in the problem what is given is a body starts from rest, u is equal to 0, and accelerates. Accelerates is nothing but its velocity increases. Its velocity increases at the rate alpha for certain time. How much time also we don't know. For certain time. So what happens here? Up to here the velocity will increases because the body is moving with certain acceleration. So it reaches the maximum value. Then after it deaccelerates. Deaccelerates is nothing but its velocity will keep on decreases and deaccelerates at the rate beta, until it comes to rest. Until it comes to rest. Now, until it comes to rest. So the total time of travel is t. The total time of travel, the total time of travel is t. The total time of travel is t. So this is the problem. So in the problem, he will give only alpha value, beta value, t value. He will ask us to find different parameters. What is the first thing he is asking is, first thing, maximum velocity. Maximum velocity. So here, this is point A, this is point B, and this is point C. Where you will get the maximum velocity? At B only will get the maximum velocity. He is asking us to find the V value. That too, the V value should be in terms of alpha, beta, and t only, because he will give only these three parameters. So I want to get the formula for V in terms of alpha, beta, and t. Now for my convenience, I am taking the time of travel between A and B. The time of travel between A and B, I am calling it as a T1. But T1 value he will not give. I am considering. the time of travel between B and C, I am considering as a T2. So between A and B, the time of travel is T1. Between B and C, the time of travel is T2. The total duration is T. If I write T is equal to T1 plus T2, I hope you don't have any problem. Total time is equal to sum of these two times. T is equal to T1 plus T2. Here we don't know T1 value. We don't know T2 value also. So first I would like to find T1 and T2 values. T1 related to AB. T2 related to BC. So first I am going with AB. I am going with AB. If I go with AB, only AB, see here. Initial velocity is 0. Final velocity is V. Acceleration is alpha. T is equal to T1. Time is equal to T1. So V, U, acceleration, A, T. So which formula I can approach now? V is equal to U plus AT formula we can approach. So I am approaching, I am considering V is equal to U plus AT. V is equal to U plus AT, where V is the final velocity. Here is also the final velocity V only. And U is the initial velocity. Here the initial velocity is 0. So 0, A is nothing but acceleration. So here in the problem, acceleration is given as an alpha. So A is equal to, instead of A, I will go with the alpha. Instead of T, I will go with the T1. So V is equal to alpha T1. From here, I will write T1 is equal to V by alpha. T1 is equal to V by alpha. Similarly, T2 value also I should get. T2 belongs to BC. Now I am considering BC. Here is also the same formula I am applying. V is equal to U plus AT. In this formula, what is V? Final velocity. So here in BC, what is the final velocity? 0. So instead of V, I will go with 0. In the formula, U is the initial velocity. Here in BC, what is the initial velocity? V. V is the initial velocity. So if you take BC, this is the initial point. B is the initial point and C is the final point. So the velocity at initial point is initial velocity. So U is equal to V according to the problem. In this formula, A is nothing but acceleration. A is nothing but acceleration. But here in the problem, beta he gave. What is beta? Beta is not an acceleration. Beta is a deacceleration or retardation. Okay. So if the retardation is beta, what will be the acceleration? If the retardation is beta, what will be the acceleration? Minus beta. Because as we know, retardation is nothing but negative acceleration. Okay. So instead of A, but in the here we want acceleration, not retardation. That's why here instead of A, I will go with minus beta, where T is nothing but T2. T is nothing but T2. From here I will write V is equal to beta T2. From here T2 is equal to V by beta. T2 is equal to V by beta. So we got T1 value and T2 value. but we know that T is equal to T1 plus T2. Very good. T is equal to T1 plus T2, where T1 is equal to V by alpha, T2 is equal to V by beta. Okay. If I take a common of V, we are going to have 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. If you take an LCM, if I take an LCM here, alpha beta is an LCM. So we are going to have alpha plus beta. But we want V value, not a T value. So from here I can find the V value as V is equal to, if you cross multiply, alpha beta T by alpha plus beta. If you are able to remember this formula, directly you can apply. If you are unable to remember this formula, we have to follow this procedure. Like these formulas, many are there. In 2 years of your physics, like this formulas, plenty of formulas you will get. How many formulas, how many shortcut formulas will you remember? So it's very difficult to remember all these shortcut formulas. That's why you try to remember the procedure. By using that procedure, we can solve many problems. Okay. That's why you try to remember the procedure. That you try to practice, do that procedure very quickly. Ashte. If you are having a capacity to remember, you remember, no problem. Right? Next, like this we can find the maximum velocity. Next, second one. Total distance traveled. He is asking us to find the total distance traveled S. Total distance traveled S. Total distance traveled S. So how to find this? I hope you copied this. So that also we should get only in terms of alpha, beta and T. Now what to do? So here between A and B, the distance I am calling it as an x1 or s1. That's left to you. Okay, s1 only. Very good, no problem. S1. Between B and C, S2. Between B and C, S2. Then we want the total distance. If the total distance is S, with your permission, I will write S as S1 plus S2. S as S1 plus S2. Now what is an S1 value and what is an S2 value? S1 belongs to AB and S2 belongs to BC. S1 belongs to AB and S2 belongs to BC. Okay. Then how to find? First I am going with AB. U value we know. V value we know. A value we know as alpha. S value we know as an S1. U, V, A, S. Then what is the formula which related with all these four terms? U, V, A, S. Then we'll go with V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. Okay. Then you substitute the values. V under final velocity. Here final velocity is V. V square U. U is nothing but an initial velocity. Here initial velocity is 0. 0 square is equal to 2. A is equal to alpha. S is equal to S1. From here I will write S1 is equal to V square by 2 alpha. S1 is equal to V square by 2 alpha. If you further simplify. Similarly, BC. BC. Here is also same. U, V, A, S. Same formula. V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. Here V is nothing but final velocity. Here the final velocity is 0. As for BC is concerned, final velocity is 0. 0 square minus U under initial velocity. Here initial velocity is V. So instead of U, I will take V is equal to 2. ಇಲ್ಲಿ A andre acceleration. Here retardation is beta. So acceleration will be minus beta. 2 into minus beta into S2. If I further simplify, S2 is equal to V square by 2 beta. S2 is equal to V square by 2 beta. Call it as equation 2. Now you take those two values to find the S. S is equal to S1 plus S2. V square by 2 alpha plus V square by 2 beta. If I take a common of V square by 2, we'll get 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. Okay. Then S is equal to, because we want the final answer in terms of alpha, beta, t, not in terms of V. So already we know the formula for V. Now we substitute this value here. Alpha, beta, t by alpha plus beta whole square divided by 2. So 1 by 2 into S is equal to 1 by 2 into alpha beta t by alpha plus beta whole square. Now you take the LCM of this. If you take an LCM, again alpha plus beta by alpha beta will get. Here whole square. So alpha plus beta whole square. Here one alpha plus beta is there, get cancels. Here we'll get alpha square, beta square, t square. Here alpha beta is there. 1 alpha, 1 beta get cancels. Then finally what we are going to have? S is equal to, here one alpha, here one beta, here t square divided by 2 into alpha plus beta. S is equal to alpha beta t square by 2 into alpha plus beta. See here is also the total distance we are getting in terms of alpha, beta and t only. Okay. So tomorrow we'll go with one new more concept, theory concept. Okay. Thank you. 2 minutes, sir. 2 minutes, copy just.